Frank, thanks for joining us. Middlesbrough, next game up in the Premier League Cup on Monday. Great draw for the club, first of all. It'll be a real test for your team.
Yeah, it's a fantastic draw against a Cat 1 club, and obviously Middlesbrough are renowned for their academy setup, so it'll be an interesting game.
Absolutely. We've shown last season in the same competition that we're more than capable of competing with these Category 1 clubs, obviously beating Everton.
Yeah, that's right. We got to the quarter-finals last year. Hopefully we'll better that. That would be pleasing. But they are tough games. We've had a look at Middlesbrough. You know, they look a good team. And we just hope our boys turn up on the afternoon.
I was going to ask about that. I'm sure fans will be intrigued. How much work do you do on the opposition at under-21 level? Do you get a chance to have a look at them, what their strengths, weaknesses are? Yeah,
we do that. We plan thoroughly. You know, we know they're better players. We try and pick out weaknesses. We work on that during the week leading up to the game. And hopefully that comes to fruition during the game.
Obviously the tie was originally away. We've been switched to the John Smith Stadium on Monday. Does that have pros and cons? I imagine there are pros to taking the team away and preparing like a first team game.
Yeah, I don't think the boys mind the vein of form they're in at the moment. You know, we've got a great away record as well as being at home, so it's nice that it's on the stadium. You know, they love playing on the stadium, and I just hope we put in a good performance.
11. Yes, here, Dan. 13.
Yeah, we'll go. Get there.
Keep the ball moving. 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
21.
And again.
Last talk, you've had a couple of your players go out on loan, Ed Wilczynski to Hyde, William Boyle to York City. As much as that's good for their development, it also offers some of the under-21s a chance to shine for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're usually quite young anyway, but we're getting quite a little bit younger as the months progress. I mean, it's great. We've got, you know, the likes of Dwayne Holmes, Flo in around the first team. Philip also, but unfortunately is injured at the minute. You've got Will Boyle and Ed going out on loan. So the young ones have to step up to the plate, and they've been doing that admirably. And
whoever's playing, you can see the pride in the winning run we've got at the moment. To win 10 games straight at any level in football is something to be proud of.
Yeah, it's a great achievement, and we just keep taking one game at a time and see how far we can go. But as well as that, the performances have been pleasing. You know, there's a debate about trying to win games at this level, but that's part and parcel of development for me.
Obviously, you've alluded to it earlier, but two of your mainstays of your under-21 side have been making more of an impression on the first team recently, Dwayne Holmes and Flo Bojaj. It must be great for you to see and great for the other players to see that what can be achieved here.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel for the boys that are below them and been playing in and around them. They've obviously had a good season thus far. You know, they've put in some good performances. They've been the mainstay of the team, and they're getting their chance, and they're still in and around it. That's where we want them to be. That is part of our jobs to get them there, and then once they're there, that is, you know, that's down to them then.
Obviously, it's great from your perspective too, and the clubs, that David Wagner's shown in his early tenure that he's more than willing to put his trust in these young players, whether it's two from our under-21 setup or even Ben Chilwell as an 18-year-old who's coming on loan.
Yeah, I think with the manager's background, you know, he appreciates young talent, but like we keep saying, ultimately the boys have to be good enough, you know, to hold their own, and for us it's been really pleasing that Flo, Philip and Dwayne are still around.
Here you go. Stop. Let it run. What you got to do now? Support. Out. Sprint. Very quickly. Very quickly. And if the green's in between me and the ball, I make half a yard. I don't run in straight lines. I've got to be able to see that ball. He's got to be able to see me. Otherwise, you don't keep the ball. You understand? So that's the other transition is when you win the ball back, what do? Bang, we go and support it. Everything you do is high intensity. Everything.
Obviously back to Middlesbrough then on Monday. It's a great chance for some of our fans to perhaps come down and have a look at what could be in store in the first team and down the line in a few years' time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the punters like to keep tabs on players and their progression. Like you say, we've had a great run of 10 wins in 10 games, so you know, we just hope that we turn up on the day and put in a good performance.
And obviously you're at the first team games, you see the reception that the Huddersfield Town fans give these young players when they come through, whether it's Dwayne coming on against Middlesbrough. They're a very supportive bunch when it comes to seeing young lads step up.
Yeah, I think that's the same at, you know, most clubs. They like to see their own coming through and developing. And it's great for the other lads in the academy all the way down to 9-year-olds, because they can see where boys have come from and where they're getting to, and there's a pathway there for them.
Equally, it's important to remember that just because an under-21 player gets a bit of a taste of first-team football, that's not the end of their development, that's just part of it.
Yeah, it is. You know, they've got to put in, once they get there, 20, 30 appearances, you know, and then you might be saying, yeah, you know, he's ready, he's made it, sort of thing. But, you know, they have to keep pushing, driving, working. But they have that work ethic in them. That's the way they've been brought up.
Great ball. Love that.
Done that, dog.
Nothing happening head of the ball though. Good play. Great ball, Frank.